We're often asked if it's possible to make a profit betting each way. We've produced a blog article that looks at some theory on the mathematics of each way betting, and also using some of our own data, we've done some analysis on some angles that can be applied and also automated using BetTurtle. So I'm just going to very quickly go through the article so you can sort of see some of the things that are in there, and then I'm going to show you a demo of how to use some of the BetTurtle filters to identify the races that we mentioned in the article, and then we're going to show you how to automate a betting system so you can find selections for this each day very, very quickly. So looking at the article, we've used some time form analysis that has concluded that the best races to focus on, based on some mathematics they've applied, are non-handicap races of 5 runners and 8 to 10 runners, and then handicap races with 8 runners and 16 and 17 runners. So obviously there may be some other opportunities in there. So what we're going to do for this article is to look at 16 and 17 runner handicap races as an example to follow. What we'll do is we'll show you also how we can set up use the BetTurtle filters to identify the races that you can focus on that have meet those criteria. And also then we're going to look at some analysis we've done, as I mentioned, that show some angles. What we're going to look at is one of the BetTurtle stats around official ratings placed at the handicap. So that means any horses that have been placed at the handicap mark of today or higher. And as you can see from these statistics, based on the number of runners in a race, so let's pick the 16 plus and a handicap race, you can see that horses that have been placed previously are almost twice as likely as horses that haven't placed to win or be placed in that race. Okay, and those statistics almost apply in all other cases, depending on the number of runners. Also, we've looked at the number of times a horse has been placed overall based on its performances. So as you can see, horses that have never been placed before are less likely to win than horses that have been placed at least once or more. As you can see, horses that have been placed once, second or third do particularly well, and any horses that went 4 plus do pretty well as well. So again, both these stats are available on the BetTurtle website, and you can also use them in our automated betting systems. And what I'll do is show you where you can find this information on the site and how to set up one of those systems. So let's do that now. So let's start with just showing you for all subscribers or registered users, you can do what I'm about to show you now. So go to today's cards. I've already set this filter up, so let's just reset it quickly. So you click the races filter button. All we want to look at is handicap races, so let's get rid of this. If you wanted to, you could look at different race codes or whatever as well, but let's focus on handicap races, just deselect those. We said we're going to focus on 16 to 17 runner handicaps, and then I'm just going to click apply, and what will happen is you'll then be presented with a list of only the races that have got 16 or 17 runners in it. Okay, so if I pick one of those races, let's just pick the 102, and then what I'm going to do, I've got a filter set here, so let's just clear that. So we've got all the horses here, so just take a second, and then what we're going to do is go into the stats menu here, button, and pull up the stats for today. Takes a few seconds because there's so many runners. And then if we go to the ratings tab, you'll see these two columns. This is the wins at today's official rating or higher. Just hover the mouse over, you can see some help text, and also the places at today's official rating or higher. So if we go down, we can see Citizen Al's been placed twice, and Nichols Milan has won at today's rating or higher and also been placed, and it also happens to be a top horse, and interestingly it's being bet in the market as well. So we can go down and we can see that there's 2 qualifiers, which is quite interesting. And based on the statistics we showed you earlier, both these horses may be worth looking at. So you've got a 2061 horse there, and now 91 that's been heavily backed already. So that's how you can do this manually, and our basic subscribers have got access to the stats button, and all registered users can do what I did in terms of the horse filtering. But doing that each day, looking through all the races, is very time consuming. But what you can also do if you're an enhanced or pro subscriber, because this is where some of these filters only exist, we can create a new system. So what I'm going to do is create a system, go up here to the systems menu, and what we're going to do is place horses 16 or 17 runner handicaps. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. You can put a description in there if you wish. So what I'm going to do is just go into the basic filters, and we're just going to say I only want handicap races, like so. Set that. And then we only want to have 16 or 17 runner races. So let's go like that. And now, if you go click that again and go into the enhanced filters, you'll notice that we've got two filters here, OR place. You can set the flag if you only want horses that have placed. But what we're going to do is use the other stat around a horse that's placed at least once. So we're saying once or more. And as long as the horse is placed at today's rate or higher, it'll be a qualifier in the system. So all we need to do now is save, like so. And then the system will get generated with all its data. And this is the system we just collected. And if we click view, what we'll now see is all of the horses today that have been placed at least once or higher in 16 or 17 runner races and in handicaps and 3 qualifiers, all at quite interesting prices. So this is what you can do. We have got stats, as you can see. These are winner stats. We haven't actually got data for placed, something we'll look at in the future. But if you want to use those stats I've just shared and the higher possibility, you can actually quickly identify these horses, maybe check some other things around the conditions, etc. Are they all suitable? And if it all looks good, then they may be worthy of a bet, an each way bet. Okay, hopefully that was useful. As I said, all the more information on www.betturtle.com, and hopefully you'll be interested in taking out a subscription. Thank you.